Hello and welcome back with me, Admiral B. So joining me back on Star Trek Fleet Command. So what we're going to do today is a little short video on some of the stuff that potentially you can look out for when you join the game. Obviously, if you want to play free to play, then obviously this is something that is going to go straight over your head. However, obviously, quite a lot of people are not free to play. They are more pay to win. However, this game does it slightly differently. It's not so much pay to win as supposedly pronounced by one of the community sort of people, the community, one that reaches out to everyone, like within the community and stuff like that. His name's Panic. And then there's Gala as well, but mainly Panic has said this in the past. Is essentially it's not pay to win; it's more pay to progress faster. So you can play the game completely free to play. You can grind everything. You can attack whatever you want. You can do whatever you want, wherever you want to do it. Obviously within your alliance, your own alliance, other people's alliances, whatever. Obviously sticking to whatever the alliance sort of rules. But one of the pay to progress aspects of the game is these packs here, the offers and stuff like that. So, for example, you can get the first one is the April Elite Dailies pack. So for me, this is £94.99. That's a hell of a lot of money if you think about it. However, you got to sort of put it into perspective how many hours you pay on the game per day. That can outweigh how much you put into the game. Also, not only that is if you buy that, that'll set you up all month. I'll show you why. So initially, you'll get 11k Platinum, as well as this is bearing in mind this is only for tier or for level 27. Okay, every level within the game is different. You will get more or less depending on your level. For example, if you're a lower level, you might not get any rares at all, but you might still get the uncommons. And if you're high level, then you might get more rares, you might get more uncommons, and you'll most definitely get more Platinum, as well as more of the other stuff as well, like the speed ups and stuff like that. And maybe some of the shields and stuff like that as well. But like I say, this is just for level 27, and probably level 26, 28 is roughly the same. So for a level 27, you get 11k Platinum, you get the April bonus chips, which I'll come to in a second, and then you get a bunch of raw ore, and this is all initially, so you get 12, 6, and 6, which is kind of a weird proportion, but I think you get more ore because it gives you 6 towards ship upgrades, and then it gives you 6 towards base upgrades. That's how it does it. That's why you most likely get. That's how I see why you get more ore, because the base needs more ore than it does of the other stuff. In terms of uncommon, so you get 201 uncommon ore, 134 and 134 gas and crystal again, and then you get a bunch of common stuff. You get 15 million straight off the bat of steel, as well as 100k tokens, and then you get 45 million within these tokens as well. So you're probably looking at the best. I mean, that's 60 million just in itself, plus then 200 hundreds. So what's that, like another 2 million, another 20 million. So you're probably looking at the best part of, I mean, that's 60 million. So you're looking at like 80 million in terms of steel, which is quite a lot of steel. You will use it. I mean, so it's a relatively decent amount of steel. Titanium, you get 300k off the bat, plus 800k there, so you're up to like 1.2 million already, and then another million, so you get 2.2 million titanium, which is not too bad. That one definitely can be better, and then you don't get that much dilithium. Speed ups, you get one day, and you get a bunch of other stuff as well. P shields, and then you get relocation tokens also. But yeah, it's not a bad pack, to be fair. For £95. Like I say, it depends how much you play the game to how much worth that'll have. Let me just show you what I mean by the tokens. So if you go to there, let me just show you how we got there. So you go into items, you go to store. So this is this one. I have this one personally because I didn't want to spend that much. So if you go to this one you can use it for 30 days because you get 300 tokens. You use 10 tokens per day because it's on a 24-hour timer. So every 20 or 22 hour timer, I think it actually is. So like that one's got 14 hours left, just under. So if you would get this, then you get 480 Latinum a day, and then the resources, you get 6 of the uncommons, a bunch of the common stuff, and then you get loads of tier 2 stuff, which is crap. And then you get 24 speed ups. Again, this is just because I'm just because I'm level 27. Okay, that is the only reason. Otherwise, they most likely will definitely be higher. April's Choice Pack, for example, this one I've got still 15 days to go on it, so that's quite nice. That'll take me to the end of the month, because we are bang in the middle of this month at the moment. As well, this is actually a really good pack, because it's actually it's 20% better than last month's pack. So if you look at the Latinum, for example, you get 480 in this month's, whereas if you go to March's pack, whoever bear purchased the March's one, you actually only got 400. So it's actually 20% better, which is great to see. I'd like to see it even higher than that, but I very much doubt they will go higher than that, to be honest. Also, this is where all your stores are as well for all your different stuff. Pass deal, for example, I've got like nearly 200 million pass deal in storage that I don't need. So, and then I've got another 100 million basically sat out as well. So yeah, pass deals, you get pass deals very, very easily, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. Going back to it again, so you can get these capture packs. I mean, if you want the cruise, then yeah, okay, get them. I don't find it worth it, but you can get the cruise by using these and then going over to use them, but it's mainly for them tokens, them key tokens, which then gives you the cruise. I don't find that worth it, if I'm honest. I've already completed this event, but you can buy, obviously, borg points, which will help you speed the events up, and you get a bunch of other crap with it, which, again, not really worth the price. It's worth the price in terms of the 20k, if you would, like, coming to the end, and you just need that final little push in the last couple of days or something, or you can go for this bigger one, which is obviously the 50k pack. And you do get a bunch of other good stuff with it. This one's a little bit more worth it, because you get uncommons, and you get quite a few of them. You get 90 of each and 160 crystals, which is pretty good. And again, you get quite a lot of titanium, so you get 10 million just there, and then you get another 1 million tokens. So you get, I mean, you're looking at 20 million just in this pack alone, as well as the 100Ks, which 100K is another 4 million on its own. So you're looking at 24 million. So that's pretty good. 35. Again, this is all because I'm the tier I am. You get 75s of these, which is good, and then you get a bunch of repair stuff. So I wouldn't worry about that. Charge nanoprobes, I wouldn't bother. It's not worth it. Not worth the price tag. You can to speed up your Vidar, but 32 will not last you very long. Probably get you to tier, I would say tier 4, tier 5. Probably get to tier 5. In fact, probably won't even get there. Probably get tier 4, and then you probably have to start grinding anyway, so that is not worth £95. If you want the Vidar, if you're in the last final sort of huzzahs, then obviously it's only 19 quid. So you can get the last 50 if you haven't already got the Vidar. The Vidar is a great ship, so I would recommend that pack. Or potentially just get the whole shebang. This one's obviously, that's not too bad actually, considering it's only £48. That's actually not too bad. Nanny pack, I wouldn't bother. If you do a lot of Armadas, then these are the packs you want to go to. So you got epics, epic packs, blah 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 blah. So you got all these different types. This pack, don't waste your money because it's not worth it, because you can get them so easily. I genuinely wouldn't waste your money on that. Rares are a little bit different. However, to get 250, which is only one Armada on a rare, that is not worth it. £19 to do one Armada, like you might not even break. Obviously you're going to go try and find ones that you can break, but £19 just to do one Armada, that is not worth it. That should be at least, I'd say at least double, if not triple, what you get in there. Even for like £19, that is not worth it whatsoever. Scopely need to sort that one out. So this one does two attacks, twice the amount of money, but with this one it's slightly different. So it's 2 attacks plus 8,000 Latinum, which is pretty decent. That's nice of them. You can do some uncommons as well. But the good thing about this is you get uncommon resources, which is very nice, as well as the relocation tokens and a bunch of other stuff as well, like repairs and stuff like that. So this is actually, on the face of it, it doesn't seem too good, but it actually is pretty decent because of the amount of uncommon and latinum that you get. It's actually pretty decent. So this one I would probably recommend, which is this pack, the Armada starter pack. That's actually pretty decent for the price tag. Then you go into this pack, you get 15k, which is a lot of latinum again, and then you get 280, so it's basically double what you're getting in the last pack. So it's not too bad again for the price that you're paying. It's not quite double in terms of latinum. I would say they should put it up to be exactly double if you're paying near enough. Well, you are paying exactly twice the amount, so that should be exactly double what this pack gets, but it's not. So again, that's questionable. And then you can go into the epics. This is not, again, too bad. You can only do, I think that's only, what is an epic attack? I think an epic attack at the moment is about it's about 500 actually, I think. It's pretty high, so I don't know how many that attack's getting, maybe 1 or 2 at most. And then you're getting a bunch of other, obviously, uncommons, which again, I wouldn't waste your money on. I wouldn't waste your money on that one either. If you want the Armada, the premium pack, to be honest, this is actually not too bad because you do get quite a lot of 3-star stuff. You do actually get quite a lot of 3-star stuff. However, you can grind the Armada building out. That's what I did. You don't need to buy that pack to get it. It's to upgrade it as well. I mean, that's mainly to upgrade it. I've never bought one of them, so I wouldn't waste your time. Again, these are all different ones now, so you get these two all the time throughout whatever level you are, and these will change depending on your level. So at the moment it's trying to give me all of this stuff, so uncommon stuff, uncommon speed ups, stuff like that. I don't personally think these are worth it. Same with the ship pack, it's not worth it. You got Galactic Research Tree. Again, you don't get enough. I don't think you get enough uncommons in it, personally, because that is not going to get you very far. Maybe going to get you 1 research done, maybe 2 if you're lucky, or 3 if you're very lucky. For the £95, that's a hell of a lot of money to spend. This is probably just half of it, so you're not going to get anywhere with that, near enough. These, though, are slightly different. I wouldn't bother wasting your time on them either. These are slightly different. These are something that I'm not personally buying as of yet, just because of the price tag, and I can't really afford to spend all that type of money on a game that I don't earn any money on, so I don't really want to spend any. The ones that I would recommend definitely are repair cost, prime repair cost, and prime repair speed. They're the 2 ones I would definitely recommend, because the cost of ships, even the ships that I use, which is only a Kamari and a Mayflower, the Kamari especially is now tier 6, going on to tier 7 in probably a week or so's time. I mean, that costs me, I know all the big guys out there are going to start saying, "Oh, that's nothing. That's hardly anything in terms of cost." But I mean, mine cost me 150 titanium, for example, 150k titanium, just to repair it from, obviously, once it's destroyed. That's a lot of titanium for my level, unless I'm raiding a hell of a lot, which at the moment I don't really raid that much. So that is a lot for me. Obviously, if you raid a lot more and you have a lot more resources, then obviously that's different. But them 2, I would say, probably are worth buying. So you get all the things, you get a bunch of other stuff with it. I would recommend them just because of the actual prime that you're getting off them. So I'd get both of them if you're obviously in the market to get in packs. I would definitely get both of them. Pearson Research Defense, I wouldn't waste your money on them because you can get them later on anyway. You can probably just just grind them out essentially later on. So, but the difference between these 4 packs is, compared to some of the other ones, is these are game-changing packs. So these will go from, if you bought them on day 1, which you can't, but if you did buy them on day 1 of the day, say the day you can buy them, from that day they will benefit you until you stop playing the game. So they will benefit you throughout the entire course of the game, whether that be 2 months, whether that be 3 years. Obviously, the game's only been out for just over a year, so it's not that long. But these will last you until the end of the game. So that's how you should look at it, and they are very good researches to have. Again, I just don't want to spend the price tag on them. Moving on. Ultra Research Boot, don't waste your money. So then you got the Federation, you got the different faction sort of packs. These are okay if you want to progress really fast and you want to get some good officers. So obviously this one's Romulan, gets the credits. They all give you the exact same. So you get the tokens, which is really, really good. And then you get 11k plus the officer stuff, which I'll come to in a minute. So all the other packs are exactly the same. You just get different tokens, i.e. the faction tokens or faction credits. You got a PK shield, and then you got the smaller packs, which are not too bad. I wouldn't really buy them, but they're not too bad. You got Prime Hall, which you can research yourself. You don't need to buy it even. And this is coming to the last one. This is what, don't buy this either. Prime Protection. This is a waste of money. You can do that yourself. Prime Shield is good though. That's a very good one to have. It boosts any explorer quite substantially. Prime Hall as well, but I wouldn't spend that money on it. This one is an absolute joke. So you just looked at the same price tags on the other stuff you can get, and you click this and you get 2,000 with 200k guaranteed. That is an absolute joke. I don't even know why they bother even advertising this as an offer, because it's not an offer. It's the world's worst offer. You get 2,000 for that one, for example, and yet if I go all the way to the top and get this monthly one, as well as all the bonuses that you get 11k Latinum. So I honestly don't get where they charge for that one. They should just remove it. Scopely should just remove it from the game because it's completely stupid and completely irrelevant. In terms of the faction stuff, so I'll show you quickly. So as you can see, I'm not very highly in credits at the moment with the Federation, just because I got the Mayflower not so long ago, obviously, and I've been trying to unlock some of the packs because I wanted to get a bunch of my officers up to the tier that because I wanted to try and get them all to at least tier 2 or level 2 officers, which is obviously a lot harder than you think, before I move on to then go on to level 28, which obviously is then Consort, which is to get the Saladin, because I do want the Saladin, and obviously the Antares. As you can see, I'm only just under 30k away from being Consort, so I can start hopefully working towards them then. But yeah, getting credits is a lot easier said than done. It's like doing the dailies. I think you get about, at the moment with my level, because I'm only obviously favoured with them at the moment, I think I only get about 70 credits a day. So obviously if you work that out in terms of considering the Saladin needs 20,000 credits to buy like the whole thing. Obviously I've got 5 blueprints already, so that obviously puts it down a little bit for me. So that puts it down to 19,000 because they're 200 points each essentially. So that puts me down to 19,000. I've already got 1,000 points, so I need 18,000 more points. And if I was to buy the packs, for example, that puts me at essentially about £300 to get one of these. However, I think when I get to Consort, I will get a special offer to buy probably half of the amount of these, because I did get to Consort, and then I thought I want a dual faction, so I started dual faction with the Romulans. As you can see, these are substantially a lot further behind. I've got a lot more points. I can buy the Legionary if I wanted to, but I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to sort of go with the flow with that and try and rank up my Kamari rather than Legionary, just because it's cheaper overall. But what I'm going to do is start basically smashing a bunch of feds to try and start getting some Saladin blueprints, stuff like that. Weird thing is that obviously, because I've been hitting Klingons like crazy, I've got actually 5 blueprints for the the D3, and then I've got a few for one each for the Cavort and the Bortas, and then I've got 1 for the Burrell as well. I don't know what level exactly they start dropping. I think, I got the Bortas. I got these 3 from attacking level 32s, so it must be like 32 upwards, I guess, because I've never got them from attacking lower level than 32s, so it must be from that sort of level. But yeah, other than that, I just wanted to give you a rundown of what packs to buy and what packs not to buy. Obviously, if you are a whale, then probably just get all of them, because why the hell not? If you're not a whale and you want to spend, obviously, £50 a month, £100 a month, no pound a month if you're obviously free to play, then they're all the packs that you can get at level 27. Can't stress that enough, level 27. They're all the packs you can get right now for level 27. And yeah, obviously do what you will. That's Admiral B. And I will see everyone next time. Bye bye for now.